But what's not so great is the ACM Awards announced their nominees again, and it's once again just...
Yeah, it's like I'm looking at them right now, and...
Chris Stapleton's going to sweep just because the ACMs have to pretend I love
it's Stapleton as the, like, here's the one guy that will nominate for everything, everything every year, because no one will be upset about it because he's great.
Yeah, because you can't complain, this is all bro.
Like that's their one buffer of, like, we're not all pop country, country.
We may love Thomas Rhett and Kane Brown, but hey, we also love Stapleton.
Exactly. It's just oh my god. But the shit that blows my mind is I get to reopen my complaint about Eric Church not being up for Entertainer of the Year despite his solo tour. Continuing playing all these shows by himself, doing despite everything.
Yeah, despite your opinion on Eric Church, because I know a lot of people don't like Eric Church, but he tours. He had a tour by himself, no opener, where he would play for 3 hours. And in country music, where he actually is respected in the mainstream, how is he not up for Entertainer?
Yeah, and it's Entertainer of the Year. It's not even. It's just a broad category.
Not even like best singer or
and
artist.
Also with that. No women were nominated for that, and I don't remember the last time one was.
I'm sure they.
I feel like Miranda Lambert
threw
might
Carrie
have.
Underwood a
yeah,
bone
I
one
feel
year.
like they might have, but like it's just another one of those things. Because the other thing that was striking was the new female vocalist category. Only category to only have 4 nominations.
Yeah, they couldn't find. Yeah,
they couldn't find.
Because even saving country music, like you couldn't find anyone else like
just. It's
anyone.
just so obvious
Ashley
that
McBride.
Oh no! It's just so obvious that their head is so far up their ass that one, they didn't realize how shitty that's going to look, regardless of their reasons for doing it.
Because there were 5 male.
Yeah, regardless
2 of which were also nominated for it last year.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, then that brings up the other question. So beyond how shitty this looks of them only having 4 women in that category, when it's obvious that you could put you could just put 5 great women that are actually good in there, just to start with. I mean, I guess I don't know who was in there. I don't know if I hate any of them.
Well, Carly Pearce
is
in there.
Yeah. But like, so regardless of just the 4 that are in there, they didn't put 5. Why? That's fucked up. 2, the what's it called? Single of the Year, Song of the Year, Song of the Year. Whiskey and You by Chris Stapleton is in that category.
2015.
It's from 2015. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't get what they're doing. It's so stupid.
It would appear that they have absolutely no plan, and because like this is what I would imagine nominees looking like if the labels were in charge of everything, and they just got to do whatever the hell they wanted and plug who they wanted to, and they're just like, okay, we're just going to start counting all the bribes that we got. And these are the people we're going to put in there. Like it just doesn't make any sense to me.
I completely understand Luke Combs and Carly Pearce because they both had #1 singles last year that they were relative no ones before that. Well, in the mainstream they were no ones before that because Carly Pearce was only known for she played the Opry a lot, but she was only known for Josh Abbott.
Yeah.
So having her come into the mainstream, she deserves new artist. Luke Combs are the same. But Kane Brown, he's however many years old. Brett Young is however many years old. It's just so...
Yeah, and so then just continuing the weirdness, Vocal Duo of the Year includes Tim McGraw and Faith Hill as a duo.
Yeah, just because they had a duo album. They're not a... Yeah,
they're not a duo. They're just... Like, I swear, it's just like, well, we don't have enough duos. There we go. Like, it's absurdity just across the board.
Because there's not artists like, let's see, Leaving Thomas, Wade Bowen, and Randy Rogers fucking do an album if that's all it qualifies.
I know, but I don't understand how they made these choices, and it's just dumb. And then it all once again it has boiled down to I just have to root for Stapleton to win everything because that's the only way that I can come out of this and not be pissed off at the world.
Yeah,
which it shouldn't even be the case anymore. Like I love Stapleton. His music's fantastic. I want him to win awards, but he's for sure just the token guy now.
Yeah, but
I saw someone tweet about that today, and I was like, it's so correct.
Like, it shouldn't just be sitting there being like fucking Bama versus D3 schools and just being like, well, Bama deserves to win it because they're the best, obviously, out of all those schools, but. It's so dumb that you have to go between this monster powerhouse or these turds.
I don't get their thought process because that's the other thing that's always confused me when someone likes the stuff that in my opinion is garbage. When someone likes that kind of music, but also likes the music I don't think is garbage, my brain can't comprehend how you can go from point A to point B. Like, how does that even work? Like, I understand that it doesn't make sense because me being a person who listened to dubstep, like, it doesn't make any sense, right? Shouldn't listen.
It does not make sense.
It does not make sense. But there's people out there that are like, oh yeah, I love Stapleton. I also love this piece of garbage. I'm going to nominate both of them, and it makes perfect sense that they're in the same
but
category.
then again,
what are we doing right now?
It's not like you're at a party being like, oh, now that cinema's over, let's throw on whiskey.
It doesn't make sense together, exactly. And I'm just like, how does your brain go through that?
Well,
to
it's
make
like how
make this category include all of these things.
Well, it's like how From A Room Volume 1, or Volume 1, I believe, is the one that's nominated, is nominated for Album of the Year next to Life Changes by Thomas Rhett.
Oh my God. The fact
Thomas
that
Rhett,
that
which has
thing
a
was
genuine...
up for a Grammy, oh boy.
Which, an album that has a genuine EDM song.
Yeah.
It is... I hate life.
It just doesn't... Because I feel like it's at a certain point, like, people aren't so dumb that they're not self-aware enough to look at this and be like, this is nonsense. Yeah. You know? Like, there's really high up people in these music companies that look at this and they realize it's ridiculous. Like, they have to.
Yeah, and it's also kind of like, it's on a different kind of note, but the Scotty McCreery song going #1, which is still a song I haven't heard yet. I don't...
Oh, it's fine.
I'm sure it is. Because I've never had a problem with Scotty McCreery.
He's got a great voice.
But, yeah, he's a fantastic voice. And he has, I can't remember one, like Forget to Forget You or something is a song he has, which is really good. But,
sure.
His song went #1, and there was an article from Saving Country Music, which if you're first time listening, we refer to that website a lot because Trigger's really smart. But
yeah, even if you don't agree with what his opinion is, I feel like
his article writing
he
really
writes
good.
He writes out his
why
he feels.
He was talking about how the radio doesn't know what they're doing because after he won American Idol, obviously he had a big fan base, and so they signed him to a deal. And after his songs kind of stalled and didn't do very well, they dumped him from his label, and all of a sudden his career was pretty much over. And it's just like, you guys give up on this guy. He has such a huge following from American Idol. Like, could you imagine them giving up on Carrie Underwood after having a bomb or something? Like, it's so dumb. And then now he has a #1 hit on a different label, and it's like, you guys don't know what you're doing down there.
Well,
like,
and it's clear that they're focused on the wrong things, because you look at that guy and you just listen to his voice, you'd be like, all right, we can make... Yeah,
he's an amazing
We
talent.
can make this work.
He seems like a really nice... I follow him on Instagram and stuff. He seems like a nice person. His fiance's super hot. And
Sounds about right.
But, like, he seems like a genuine person, and his voice is amazing. Like, he auditioned for American Idol singing a Josh Turner song because his voice is that good.
Yeah.
Like, he's...
And he actually did it.
And he's great. So.
Yeah, shit blows my mind.
It's just another week, another us saying Nashville has no idea what the fuck they're doing, because they don't.
Old man yells at cloud.
Still one of my favorite Simpsons stills.